Hello, 5th graders. Today we will be talking about the mole. Now, the mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power, or Avogadro's number. This is a pretty big number.
How did scientists come up with the Avogadro's number?
Well, an atomic mass unit is 1/12 the mass of one carbon-12 atom. So, 1 AMU is equal to 1 gram divided by Avogadro's number.
But wait, how big is Avogadro's number?
Now we know that a granola bar is about 14 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 1, which ends up being 56 centimeters cubed.
Now if we multiply 56 centimeters cubed by a mole, which is Avogadro's number,
we come to the conclusion
that a mole of granola bars is 3.37 times 10 to the 20th power kilometers.
Wow, that's a lot of moles!
Now, the oceans of the world are about 1.5 billion kilometers cubed.
Wow!
mind blown.
So if you take the volume of a mole of granola bars and divide it by the volume of all the world's oceans, you get about 2 times 10 to the 11th power. This means that the world's oceans will fit into a mole of granola bars about 200 billion times.
But Sean, how is a mole related to volume?
Well, a mole of any gas at standard temperature and pressure is 22.4 liters.
Hey, I'm Avogadro, and this is chemistry. So here's my number. So calculate the mole mass.
So the periodic table tells us that aluminum has a 26.982 ratio of grams per mole. Now in my sculpture I only need 0.5 moles. So how do we solve this? So what we're going to do is we're going to take 29.982 grams, and this is all going to be over moles because it's 29.982 grams per mole. So then we're going to take how many moles we need, which is 0.5 moles, and over here we're going to figure out that this is X many grams. So this all equals 29.982 times 0.5, or 1/2. And when we put this in the calculator, we find out that it comes out to be 13.491 grams per mole. Nope. Grams. Hi, so I'm going to measure out 13 grams of aluminum because 13 grams is about half a mole of aluminum, and that's what I need to make my sculpture. So I'm going to measure that out. Alright, so this one's 9, and plus 4 is 13. So it seems like we have enough. So, what is a mole? A mole is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules. So this means that for every mole of aluminum, so for every 26.982 grams of aluminum, there are 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules of aluminum. So there is 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms of aluminum.
So now that Shannon has enough to make her sculpture, just remember, kids, 1 mole is used to calculate 22.4 liters. It is also 6.02 times 10 to the 24 particles, molecules, or formula units, and it can be converted to grams using the molar mass, found on the periodic table. If it wasn't for moles, we'd have to count millions of particles and then do things like multiply and divide them. Moles make it easier to handle all of this, so you should use them. The end. I'm not even